Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is going crazy.
What's new with your favorite crypto influencers? Have they changed their view on the market, or are they sticking to the same script? Today, I've made a fresh digest of the hottest takes from the biggest crypto YouTubers. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in.
I want to give you a big warning right now.
What is happening with my trades?
Bitcoin just retested one of the most important levels of support.
Buying Bitcoin at 80K is definitely cheap compared to 500K in the future. So
sell in May and go away. Is it true?
The market likes to climb the wall of work.
Alright guys, the market is tense right now. Bitcoin is dancing around key levels. Let's start with the bears, who are still holding their ground. Crypto Rover is staying firmly bearish, even as Bitcoin retests important support. While the S&P 500 keeps making new all-time highs, Bitcoin looks weak and just got rejected at the 200-day moving average. He's holding shorts and sees massive liquidity building on the downside because of all the long positions piling in. Rover expects a quick move up to $81,000 to $82,000 to sweep liquidity before a deeper correction hits. Jason Pizzino brings heavy, data-driven, bearish conviction. He calls this a classic bear market rally, with no real confirmation of a cycle bottom yet. Using his 18-year cycle and MicroStrategy charts as leading indicators, he's looking for Bitcoin potentially dropping into the $40,000 to $60,000 zone. Search interest and exchange volumes are still at multi-year lows. That tells him there's no strong buying power behind this move. He sees the real turning point coming around late September or early October 2026, with a long, low volatility accumulation phase still ahead. Bitcoin Hyper is also warning hard. He thinks this bounce might be a massive bull trap. The move up is happening on very low volume, which screams lack of conviction. He's staying in shorts and points to heavy resistance between $80,700 and $81,500. He wants to see longs flushed out below $77,700 before any real leg up, expecting a deeper correction towards $78,500 or even a CME gap fill. Mega Whale Crypto is watching the macro technicals closely. Bitcoin is retesting the critical 2-week 50 EMA, a level that historically decides bull versus bear markets. As long as we stay below this and the weekly Ichimoku baseline around $84,000, the 4-year cycle is still intact, and this is just a bounce. He warns of mean reversion towards $75,000 to $76,000, and if the ascending channel breaks, the next major support is way lower, $49,000 to $52,000. Now let's hear from the more balanced and cautiously optimistic voices. Benjamin Cowen is focused on the strong labor market. Even with high interest rates, jobs are holding up, which makes the Fed's job harder for rate cuts. This macro stability might delay the soft landing or recession everyone's waiting for, keeping everything in uncertainty. He says keep watching data revisions and Fed speak. That will decide the next big move for Bitcoin. Lark Davis notes Bitcoin is at a critical test at the 200-day EMA. Sell in May is hit or miss in crypto, but a weekly close above $83,000 would be massive. It would confirm a breakout from the Gaussian channel and open the road to $100,000. He's cautiously bullish, still holding ETH and SOL, but warns about serious black swan risk from tensions in the Strait of Hormuz. Carl the Moon sees a bearish daily candlestick that could take us toward the bottom of the bear flag, around $60,000 short term. But long term, he's very bullish. Stablecoin dominance is breaking down. That means capital is flowing back into Bitcoin. If we close the week above the green line, he's targeting $100,000 within weeks. Classic strategy. He keeps buying Bitcoin every week, no matter the price. MMCrypto is cautiously optimistic after Bitcoin hit $82,000 to $83,000 and boosted his longs. Still, we're in a bear flag on the weekly downtrend. He flips fully bullish only on a daily close above $86,000 or a successful retest of $80,000 to $81,000 as support. The final boss before full bull market? $97,000 to $98,000. Crypto Jebb is more aggressive. He says the bull market has officially entered high velocity phase. The breakout above $80,000 psychological level means the confirmation everyone waited for is done. He dismisses sell in May, trusts the 14 and 21 SMAs as strong support, and is targeting $90,000, then $100,000, as long as $79,000 holds. Satoshi Stacker points out Bitcoin struggling at short-term holder cost basis, $81,300, and resistance at $81,700. Big fundamental shift. Bitwise slowing ETH buys, and even Michael Saylor's tone changed from never sell to buy more than you sell. He thinks we might get shaky consolidation before $88,000. CryptoKid brings attention to MicroStrategy, possibly selling Bitcoin for treasury management after big Q1 losses. They need cash for dividends on their new Stretch product. High leverage makes MSTR risky. Kid is still long-term Bitcoin believer, but calls this a leveraged gamble if growth doesn't hit their targets. Tyler Hill has a cool macro angle. Watch oil. If Brent crude fails at $110 and breaks below 86 to 92 support, it could open massive liquidity doors for Bitcoin, pushing us toward $90,000 to $96,000. Oil is giving crypto a major clue right now. Altcoin Daily says the gap between crypto sentiment and fundamentals has never been bigger. S&P 500 risk-on appetite should bring huge liquidity to Bitcoin. They quote Tom Lee, $250,000 BTC and $12,000 ETH by end of 2026. Tokenized assets plus AI plus blockchain will make Ethereum the internet money for non-human agents. Institutional wave is just starting. Josh from Crypto World sees Bitcoin holding $79,300, but with bearish 4-hour divergence. Possible sideways or retest $78,000 this weekend. However, Bitcoin dominance shifting is letting alts shine. Solana trying to break $90.70. Chainlink finally clearing $10. As long as S&P holds ATHs, we should see bullish relief. Connor Kenny reminds us to look at the wisdom of the crowd and the bigger 4-year cycle. We're at a regulatory and psychological crossroads. Real gains often come right after the loudest bears capitulate. This volatility? Just a shakeout before six-figure territory. Key levels everyone's watching. $79,000 to $81,000 zone is the battlefield. $83,000 to $86,000 is the breakout area. And $97,000 to $100,000 is the psychological gate to the next leg. Keep stacking what you believe in, manage risk, and zoom out. Drop in the comments whose opinion you agree with the most. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next digest.